Hey everyone, I am Chris O'Connor. I am your chairperson for State of Search Conference. It's coming up in October on the 24th and the 25th. It's going to be held at the Renaissance Hotel in Richardson, Texas, which is North Dallas. And we are interviewing several of our speakers. We're trying to get all of them up here and talk to them a little bit and share with you what they're going to be teaching you. And today I have the honor to be with Sean Dolan. So, Sean, tell us about yourself and what your topic is and what people can learn at the convention.
Sure. My name is Sean Dolan. I'm the CEO of Pushfire, and I'll be speaking about how doing stand-up comedy helped me become a better marketer. Over the last couple of years, I've ventured into this crazy hobby and decided one day I wanted to try stand-up comedy. Went out and went to some open mics and just started doing the grind of, sometimes 7 to 9 open mics a week.
Wow.
Got to the point where I was less and less terrible at it and started then producing some comedy shows here in Katy, Texas. They were really successful. And then eventually, recently I performed at the Houston Improv. It was a sold out show. It went really well.
Wow.
And then even more recently, I had one of the most popular comedy clubs in Texas reach out to partner on opening up a location here in Katy. So, yeah, super exciting. So it's just been a really interesting sort of very outside of everything digital marketing, but then it kind of all came back in, in promoting these events. It was the first time that I can remember use digital marketing to promote something that I would then meet that individual. It's always like lead gen for like attorneys or real estate investors, and your client talks to those people. But for me, it was just really interesting to get to like sit with those people and talk to them about their journey and what brought them in and what was it about the venue and like what things I should emphasize and shouldn't and what caught their eye and then I started dabbling in like having some of my comedian buddies paying them for jokes to like put into the ads, which saw some really interesting upticks in engagement on Facebook.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting journey, and that's what I'm looking to share is some of the nitty gritty stuff that I learned in terms of like ads and ad copy and creatives, but also just some of the softer like skills of just being creative. Because to create stand-up comedy, it's going to be unique. It's something that nobody's ever done before. So you really have to tap into your creativity and your subconscious. And there's these techniques that I'd never heard about before until I got into this space that have been really helpful for me as a practitioner, but also as a business owner.
That is so cool. I mean, you're stepping outside of your box,
Yeah.
and I mean, to me, that's really stepping outside your box.
It was
Going
fun.
on stage, and I applaud you for having the guts to do that because that's got to be intimidating to get up there. It's got to be.
The first, so I've obviously as a marketer, I've documented like the whole process, right? So, but it was absolutely gut wrenching. I mean, I've spoken at State of Search multiple times. I've spoken at a lot of conferences, and you always have a certain level of, what if someone asks me a question I don't know the answer to? There's like,
Right.
You're really nervous about that. And then with experience, you learn to just say you don't know things if you don't know them, and you get real confident with yourself. And the same thing with stand-up. It is this, it just takes work to overcome sort of that panic button that'll creep up on you. And once it grabs you, you'll forget what you're saying. You're in fight or flight mode now. So you can't even remember anything from 5 minutes of material you have. And I've been there. But one of the greatest things is like learning to be comfortable with failure is a superpower, because realize that like when it happens, you try to avoid it your whole life, but when it happens, it's not so bad. You just get off the stage and then the next guy fails and then the next guy does okay and the guy after him fails. And it's just this really interesting sort of flexing of a skill in an odd way, the skill of failing and surviving helps you to be better at taking risks in the future. So anyway, there's a lot there, and I look forward to sharing it.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear what you have to say because there is a lot of, we are afraid to fail. And, and when people do fail, then they're like, done. I'm done. I'm moving on. This isn't, but
Yeah.
this is what life is all about. You got to try and you got to keep trying. And it sounds like you're doing a really good job at it. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what you have to say at State of Search this year. So, that being said, I'm going to ask you kind of off the wall questions. So tell me, what is your favorite food? Fast food. I'm sorry. Your favorite fast food.
Ah, ooh, so I got on a health kick, and I'm doing a full Ironman in October, like the week before State of Search.
Ooh,
I survive. I'm planning on it. So I've been really healthy with food. I don't think I've had fast food in like a long time. Um, I'll hit up DoorDash for like Vietnamese pho. I'm a big fan of pho. Does that count as fast food? It's
sure.
relative.
Why not? Yeah, it's your fast food. I mean, it sort of is.
Yeah,
It's good stuff, though. I like the pho too. A
so
lot of
good.
people don't eat that, but
Yeah,
um,
I love
we used to order that at the office a lot for lunch. It was great. Yeah. Okay, so that was interesting. That was the first one I've heard of pho, so that's pretty cool. I like that. That's different, right? So you've been in this space for a long time, I'm assuming, right? You've spoke
Yeah,
at Creative Search several times. You've speak a lot of different places, and you're talking about digital marketing in one aspect or another. So that being said, who do you feel is somebody we need to watch who is up and coming? Could be a person, could be a company, could be,
yeah. Man, just one.
well, if you got a couple, why not? Share
I
'em.
mean, up and coming is tough. I'm trying to think it because it's almost like if I say someone's up and coming, then they haven't made it yet, and I don't know. That sounds like I don't know. Everyone's kind of on their own journey. The people that I look to
Uh-huh.
or that I've come across recently, I not always read anything that Frederick Valleys puts out.
Okay.
He's with Optimizer, a former Googler. And then Kirk Williams is another one that I keep an eye on him. He's just a great thinker, and I pay attention to anything he puts out. Another guy recently I came across is Kasim Aslam, uh,
Uh-huh.
Solutions 8. Also just puts out a lot of content, especially around Performance Max. Uh,
Mhm.
they're very creative, and they are sort of on the cutting edge, and they're sharing a lot of the stuff that's working. So those would be my three, I think.
Okay, awesome. Those are great, three great takeaways. I'll have to look into all three of them. I'm looking forward to it. But just know that everyone, if you're watching this, you need to come to State of Search this year because the speakers we have are phenomenal. They're going to give you great information, great takeaways, great things that you can implement, whether it be for your agency or your business. And we have a limited number of in-person tickets and our pricing's going to be going up soon. So you want to jump on the savings before it goes up. And where do you get tickets? At stateofsearch.org. Again, that's stateofsearch.org. All the information is there. You can buy your tickets there. If you can't be in person, it's okay. We also have virtual available, and everything's going to be live broadcast and recorded. So even if you miss a session, you can go back and watch it at a later date. So, Sean, I just want to say thank you so much for being here today. We're
Thank you.
super excited to have you at State of Search this year, and it's less than 60 days away.
Can't wait.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you. Bye bye.